The late 13th century. In the dusty, rugged hills of Suyut in Anatolia, a great warrior named Osman I was laying the foundation of an empire that would one day stretch to the very heart of Europe. But an empire cannot be built by the sword. When Osman died in 1326, the young Ottoman realm faced its first great existential crisis. In the unforgiving world of medieval tribal politics, the death of a great leader almost always triggered a bloody, devastating civil war between his sons. In later centuries, the Ottoman Empire would actually become infamous for its brutal law of royal fratricide, where new sultans would execute all their brothers to prevent rebellion. But the succession between Osman I's two highly capable sons, Orhan and Alaeddin, was historically remarkable because it was entirely peaceful. While modern historians still debate which brother was actually the eldest, early Ottoman chroniclers universally agree on what happened next. The stage was set for a brutal war of succession, but what occurred instead remains one of the most profound moments of unity in Islamic history. As recorded by the classical chroniclers, Orhan, recognized for his fierce and brilliant battlefield command, came to his brother and offered to divide their father's inheritance and territory. It was an offer that would have split the fragile Ottoman state in two, making it easy prey for the surrounding Byzantine forces. Alaeddin refused. He possessed the rare, ultimate strength of a true visionary, the ability to put the survival of his people above his own ego. Recognizing that Orhan's military genius was exactly what the surrounded state needed to survive, Alaeddin graciously stepped aside. He renounced all claims to the throne, choosing to live humbly in a small village, asking only to serve the state in whatever way he could. According to traditional historical accounts, Orhan was so deeply moved by his brother's selflessness that he issued a decree that would echo through the centuries. He told his brother, "Since you will not take the flocks and the herds that I offer you, be thou the shepherd of my people, be my vizier." With those words, Alaeddin Pasha became the very first Grand Vizier of the budding Ottoman state. While Orhan rode out to conquer heavily fortified Byzantine cities like Bursa, Alaeddin stayed behind to fight a different kind of war, the war against chaos. He knew that a loose confederation of nomadic warriors could not hold territory forever. They needed to evolve. Drawing on deep administrative wisdom, Alaeddin launched three foundational reforms that permanently transformed Ottoman history. First, he realized that true sovereignty required economic independence. According to verified numismatic records, in the years 1328 and 1329, Alaeddin oversaw the minting of the very first official Ottoman silver coins. Stamped with Orhan's name and a prayer for his reign, these coins declared to the world that the Ottomans were no longer vassals relying on Byzantine or Seljuk money. They were an independent, legitimate economic power. Second, Alaeddin established an official cultural identity. At a time when Turkish warriors wore a chaotic mix of whatever garments they could find, historical records show that Alaeddin introduced a standardized official dress code for government and military officials. He forged a visual identity that commanded respect and projected the authority of a unified, ordered state. Finally, and most crucially, Alaeddin completely reorganized the military. He transitioned the Ottomans from relying on seasonal tribal cavalry into a structured, formalized standing army. He laid the very groundwork for the organized military institutions that would later terrify the greatest empires of Europe. Alaeddin Pasha passed away around 1331 and was buried in Bursa, resting peacefully right beside the tomb of his father, Osman. In the centuries that followed, the Ottoman throne would often be stained with the blood of brothers fighting for absolute power. but the empire's very existence was rooted in the profound love and cooperation of its first two sons. Alaeddin Pasha's story is a powerful reminder that history is not only shaped by the warriors who conquer the land, but by the quiet, unsung architects who build the foundation so the empire can stand.